Hello and welcome to ECO 2610 Macroeconomics Online at JCC. My name is Sarah Bray and I'm your instructor. I'm going to give you a brief tour of Blackboard and the syllabus and help you get acquainted with the course so you can hit the ground running. When you log into Blackboard, the best place to start is Home, where you'll see some information about recent announcements. Here's the announcement that I posted for you on Friday. And I will post a new one today once I have this video up and running. One of the best places to start after that is just to click on Important Information. Here you're going to find some information about the class and a little bit of information about me. I have asked you to send me a message so that I know you can access the course and give me some details about you so we can get to know each other. For the most part, the rest of the content in this particular folder is generally related to online learning. Anything that is course specific regarding policies, you're going to find in the syllabus. If you click over here on the left, this will open up the syllabus for you, and we'll quickly take a look at that together. So here in the syllabus, you'll find some important information here, including my contact information. One thing to note is that I mostly spend my time on the Olean campus, but I will be in Jamestown every other Monday. I know this is an online class, but I am more than happy to meet with you in person if that is ever a possibility for you. So Mondays if you're towards Jamestown, pretty much any other day of the week in Olean. Here are my office hours. If these particular times don't work for you and you want to set up a time for us to talk, I'm more than happy to do that and schedule a time that'll work for both of us. I do use Skype, and so we can communicate by email, by phone, or by Skype as well. A little bit about our textbook. We use a book from OpenStax. It's called Principles of Economics. The good news is that this book is free to you. If you follow this link, it will take you to the website for the textbook, and here you have a couple options. You can view the book online, and that's completely acceptable. It looks like this. Some people are comfortable with that. You just navigate through based on the chapter, based on the section, and you'll find the same exact content online. Some people prefer a print copy of the book, in which case you can order one. If you do it right through here, through OpenStax, it comes from Amazon. It's about $33. You can also get a print copy of our book through the JCC bookstore. The price is roughly the same. Another alternative for you would be to download a PDF of the text, and that would look just like this. And then you can go through and print out the pages and the chapters that we'll be using. So that's another good alternative and something you can start with today if you're waiting on a paper copy of the book and feel more comfortable with print or paper. So there are your options for the textbook. Head back to the syllabus here. You'll find information about the course. What I like a lot about macroeconomics is that it's going to teach you how to interpret things that you hear on the news, and you'll learn a little bit more about the world around us from a business standpoint, an economic standpoint, and a political standpoint. When we talk about things like globalization and trade and free trade and fiscal and monetary policy and things like that, you'll have a better understanding of those topics. In terms of grading, this course is based on points. You can earn a total of 950 points throughout the whole course. We have 4 exams and then a quiz and a homework assignment for each of 15 chapters that we'll cover. And we also have 2 essays that are spaced at different points throughout the semester. So as you complete your assignments, you will get points that add up to a total, and based on how many points you get out of that total, I'll determine your letter grade at the end of the semester. I use Blackboard for grading, so you'll always have an understanding of where you stand in terms of your grades. A couple things to note about the exams in particular. We'll have assignments due pretty much every week. I'll show you the schedule in just a moment. Quizzes are important to complete on time. We don't accept those late. Chapter problems, I do accept chapter problems late. There's a late assignment policy noted in the syllabus that will tell you that for every 24-hour period an assignment is late, you'll lose 10%. So if you're late on a problem, do your best to get that in as quickly as possible. And then exams. Exams will also not be accepted late, and that's because after the due date is passed, they open up the answers for everyone to see. Here's the schedule, and I definitely recommend that you print this out, keep it someplace safe. You'll see that we're starting right away with our first assignment due this week, Thursday, August 30th. All of the assignments are due at 11:59 p.m., so 1 minute shy of midnight on Thursday. I would expect you to have the Chapter 1 quiz and Chapter 1 homework assignment due. We'll start pretty easy. The first 4 chapters of macroeconomics and the first 4 chapters of microeconomics are actually pretty similar as we cover foundational material that will help you with the study of both micro or macro. So if you've taken a micro class, you've likely seen some of this information before. So take note of the schedule, exam dates. Everything's due on a Thursday with the exception of our exams, and exams are due on Sundays. They'll typically open up on a Thursday, so you'll have from Thursday to the end of the day on Sunday to complete an exam. That's a pretty wide window to take your test. Other policies that are important to know. One thing I want to let you know is that I'm happy to review assignments with you. If you can email me your homework or any quiz questions that you have, I'm delighted to work with you to make sure you're getting as many points as possible. If you want to take advantage of that, if an assignment is due on Thursday at midnight, you need to email that to me no later than noon on Wednesday. That's just because Thursday is a really busy teaching day for me, and I want to make sure that we have enough time to communicate back and forth a little bit to help you with your work. We have the opportunity to do that if we were in a classroom together, so I want to make sure that as an online student you have that same opportunity for work and review. In terms of communication, the best way to reach me is right through Blackboard. Just click the email tab in Blackboard and you can send me a message that way. I do have an expectation of professionalism in terms of communication with email or with phone calls. That means include a greeting when you send me a message, Dear Sarah or Hi Sarah. When you type out your sentences, use complete sentences with punctuation and capital letters, and then sign your name. That's what we would expect in a business setting or any sort of organization that you may go to work in the future. And so I just want to make sure we're practicing those skills right now. Here's that late assignment policy that I had mentioned to you, and a few other general policies regarding JCC and online learning. So read through the syllabus. Let me know if you have any questions at all. And I'll quickly show you how we'll set up Blackboard to use this class. Each chapter has its own tab on the left-hand column. So this week we're working in Chapter 1. And within each chapter it looks the same in terms of the folders that you have. So we'll outline the learning objectives, and then there'll be a folder for course materials. In addition to the book, there are some videos that I'd like you to watch, or links to web pages that if we were in a classroom together, I would bring up in class as examples of how to correlate the material in the text to real life. So I'd like you to go through each of the materials in the course materials folder for each chapter and pay attention to the videos. A lot of the times with economics, particularly as we start graphing, it's very visual, and I don't have the opportunity to draw things out on a whiteboard for you, so I want to make sure you're watching these videos so you can see economic graphs and charts and how they move under different situations. Back to the Chapter 1 folder, we were just in course materials. Here is where you'll find your assignments. So the Chapter 1 quiz, for example, is right here. And they're multiple choice. They are not timed. You can start it at one point, save it, come back and finish it later. So pretty low pressure, but I want to make sure that you're reading and using your textbook in order to answer these quiz questions. This is also where you'll go to complete your homework assignment. With homework, the best thing to do is type your assignment in a Word document or some other word processing file and then attach it. Browsing to your computer, attach that file. Another alternative would be to write submission and type your work right here. I don't always recommend that because sometimes Blackboard will time out and I'd hate for you to lose your work. So the best thing to do is work independently in a Word document or some other word processing application, save it, and then attach it. And that's the best way to submit your work. Here's where you'll find your essays with some information about those particular assignments, and when it comes time to take an exam, you'll find your test as well as review materials in the exams folder. I think that's all I can tell you for now. I want to let you know that I look forward to working with each of you. Please remember that there's a human at the other end of all this technology. I'm here and I'm happy to help you with course content or anything related to JCC course policies or economic material in general. Please reach out early for help, and I look forward to working with you.